one day, no matter what you've done, God will reconvert you and will bring you back into light and joy, the light and joy from which you fell.
Hindus had an expression for this, and they said that this world is the playground in which God fools himself, in which consciousness fools itself into believing that it's separate when in reality it's only one.
Mind is not contained within body, but just the opposite. Body is contained within mind. So when I speak to you, in actual fact, it's just one of God's neurons bubbling away, sending out light to another one of God's neurons, and there's no real separation between us. We have the illusion of separation, we have the illusion of being individualized, but as you see, as the world is being created, as we're beginning to internet, we're beginning to interweave, we're beginning to Facebook and tweet, we are beginning to interrelate to realize that we are this one mind. This is what's going on. This is the reality. This is what we're living in. We're finding out that things are not so separated. And this is making the world wake up. And we're beginning to realize that we can't have a world in which we have half-starving and half-overly fed people. We're beginning to see that even selfishness itself, carried to an extreme, pays a price.
That's right. And so
we're waking up.
But I can tell you this, that most of us think about destiny in terms of what we do, but really the reality of it is who we become. And so the most important thing that you can do right now is to get over I'm not picking on you when I say this because it's the same for everybody, is to get over our lower self, our human identity, and enter into our angelic identity. You know that word, that song, Earth Angel, is literally true. We are Earth Angels bound up in our lower self, in prison chains of flesh and emotions. We have to learn how to transcend and get out of our lower self. So the most important thing that you can do, and anybody can do, is get over yourself, your lower self, and become more like the Lord. That's the greatest destiny, because when it's all said and done, we're going to go and plant the heaven. And that has to be our ultimate destiny, is to plant the heaven. When people die, they think, the Christians think, we just go to heaven. No, we go into the heavens. We go into space first. And we're gonna colonize and plant space. And so it's important that we overcome our lower self. We're not fit to go on that mission yet. And so we have to grow out of this, I got to do this, I got to do that, and just start becoming who God says we are. We are the sons and daughters of the living God. We are His tribe. And we have to just learn how to accumulate the life of the Holy Spirit. And it has to become a ghost in us. The Holy Ghosting in us is what we should be about. That is what our destiny is. Now, the things that you do on earth, that's cool, that's all important, but it's not nearly as important as becoming. And wherever you find yourself, whether you're, a school teacher or a gardener or a CEO in a corporation, every day you have to learn how to walk in the Spirit. And that's what it's all about.